Israeli and Palestinian defense ministers sat down this week to discuss the recent settler violence. Now, Israel says it intends to crack down on violent rampage, but with the stark divisions in the ruling coalition, is this even possible? In our next report, we show you how these settlements are refreshing horrific memories for Palestinians. Let's take a look.
It started as a normal summer evening for Amal Abdul Halim. She was doing homework at her house in Turmus Aya in West Bank when she suddenly got distracted. Amal heard the glass shattering and gunshots being fired. She and her siblings locked the front doors and they hid in a safe room in the house.
So during those moments we felt like they were breaking in and we honestly anticipated death. We were ready for them to march in and shoot us and kill us. That was what we thought was going to happen. We heard gunshots and windows breaking. It was terrifying. I've never experienced something like this in my life.
Hundreds of Israeli settlers rampaged through Palestinian towns in the West Bank earlier this month. People were killed and houses were burnt. Days after the attack, the Israeli government approved plans to build new settlement homes in the West Bank. US's repeated warnings. Washington has lately been openly critical of Israel's settlement policies. But on the ground, it's the same story. Using their superior might, Israeli settlers continue to push Palestinians back. Recently, about 6,000 new houses have been approved. In all, a trigger for fresh spiral of violence.
So during those moments, we felt like they were breaking in and honestly anticipated death. We were ready for them to march in and shoot us and kill us. That was what we thought was going to happen. We heard gunshots and windows breaking. It was terrifying. I've never experienced something like this in my life.
Over 700,000 Israelis now live in the occupied West Bank and East Jerusalem, the two territories captured by Israel in 1967 and sought by the Palestinians for a future state. The international community, along with Palestinians, consider settlement construction illegal or illegitimate. They are also seen as an obstacle to peace and the two-state solution. Israel's government, which took office in late December, is dominated by religious and ultra-nationalist politicians. They are known to have close ties to the settlement movement. Finance Minister Bezalel Smotrich himself is a firebrand settler leader and has still been granted cabinet-level authority over settlement policies. It does not end here. Smotrich has vowed to double the settler population in the West Bank. On the other hand, senior Israeli and Palestinian officials met for a rare meeting this week. Israel's defense minister Yoav Gallant and a senior Palestinian official discussed the violence in the occupied West Bank. Gallant's office said he offered reassurance about Israel's intention to crack down on Israeli settlers who have attacked Palestinian communities. The new Israeli government and its extreme settler approach has alarmed the West. It has reignited heated debates in the halls of the UN headquarters. The United States has expressed its reservation, while the European Union has made its stand very clear.
I remain gravely concerned by the escalating spiral of violence we are witnessing in the occupied West Bank. I condemn all acts of violence against civilians, including all acts of terror, which exacerbate mistrust and undermine a peaceful resolution to the conflict. The violence must stop, and all perpetrators should be held accountable.
It's very important to know this, that these were terrorist attacks committed by settlers to scare these people, to drive them away from their land. Let's recapitulate. This is an illegal settlement. These are legally property owned by Palestinians on their own land. And that's the reason why we're here.
This year has been one of the deadliest for Palestinians in the occupied West Bank. Additionally, this month saw a significant escalation in settler violence. At least 137 Palestinians have also been killed by Israeli forces in the occupied West Bank so far in 2023. While on the Israeli side, 24 people had been killed in Palestinian attacks.